everyone. In this video we learn about non-persistent CSMA. In non-persistent CSMA, when a transmitting station has a frame to send, first it senses the channel whether it is busy or idle. If the channel is busy, then it will wait for a random amount of time without sensing the channel in the interim and repeats the same algorithm again and again. So here non-persistent CSMA also follows a step-by-step algorithm. So we'll see the step-by-step procedure for non-persistent CSMA. While there is a new frame A to send with the transmitting station, then the first step for non-persistent CSMA is to check the medium. Why it will check the medium? It will check the medium for finding whether the channel is busy or idle. For example, if the channel is busy, then the transmitting station waits for some time called random amount of time. After the timer times out, then it will go back to the step 1. Mean from the starting step again it will check the medium and it will find whether the medium is busy or idle. The process is continued until the medium is idle. So for example, if the medium is idle, then the transmitting station starts send a frame A and waits for the acknowledgement. So for example, acknowledgement is correctly received, then the data transmission is successful. In some cases, there may be a chance of loss of data or corrupted data. How the transmitting station will identify that one? If after some time acknowledgement is not received, then the transmitting station waits for a random amount of time and go back to the step 1. So what is this point represents? So when the receiver receives the data and the sending station receives the acknowledgement, then the transmitting station understands that the data is correctly received by the receiver. So for example, if the transmitting station not received any acknowledgement, then it will wait for some time but not take immediate actions. It will wait for some time. Why it will wait for some time? Because sometimes due to the delay of transmission, so the packet is received little bit late. So that's why the transmitting station waits for a random amount of time. Even though the acknowledgement is not received, then it will go back to the step 1 again. That means it will decide that the data is not received at the receiver side. Otherwise, the packet is lost or the acknowledgement is lost. Any case may exist. So that's why again the transmitting station will retransmit the data. So to retransmit the data, that means the packet is ready to transmit, then it will go back to the first step again. Means check the medium. If the medium is idle, then only it will transmit the data. If the medium is busy, then it will wait for a random amount of time until the channel is idle. So like this the process is continued. This is the main strategy followed in non-persistent CSMA. In some cases, if collision occurs, then what the transmitting station will do? So if collision occurs, then also the transmitting station will wait for a random amount of time and the same process is repeated again. So even though the acknowledgement is not received or the collision will occur, in any cases the transmitting station will wait for random amount of time and later it will transmit the data again. So this is the diagram which is used to represent the non-persistent CSMA strategy. So here if you observe, this line represents the time. So here if you consider station A So A is the station, so wants to transmit the data. So what the station will do? So the station will sense the channel. So if the channel is busy, then it will wait for random amount of time. Once the timer times out, then again it will sense the channel. So here also the channel is busy. So what it will do? Again it will wait for some random amount of time. After completing of that time, again it will sense the channel. So here it will identifies that the channel is ID. So idle means then the transmitting station will start transmitting the data. So like this the strategy is followed in non-persistent CSMA. So what is the strategy here followed? If station is there, so that station tests or check the condition whether the channel is busy or idle. If the channel is busy, then it will wait for random amount of time, otherwise it will send or transmit the data packet to the receiver. So this type of strategy is followed in the non-persistent CSMA. So here are the advantages of non-persistent CSMA. So first one is better channel utilization. So here if the channel is busy, then it will in the waiting state, means it will not continuously checking whether the channel is free or not. So the better channel utilization is possible in non-persistent CSMA. Longer delays and reduces chances of collision, reduces the efficiency. These are all the advantages of non-persistent CSMA. Coming to the disadvantages, so here it will reduce the bandwidth usage of the network. Why it will reduce the bandwidth usage? Because the channel remains idle even if there are stations who have frames to transmit. So that's why the bandwidth usage of network is reduced. This occurs since each station waits for a random amount of time before attempting retransmission. There may be multiple stations who are waiting while the channel is idle, because it will set a timer, the station will set a timer. So until the timer times out, it will be in the waiting state. When the station is in waiting state, even though the channel is idle, it will be wait until the timer times out. So that's why the bandwidth usage of the network is reduced. This is one of the drawback of non-persistent CSMA. So this is about non-persistent CSMA. We just see what is the difference between the strategy of persistent and the strategy of non-persistent CSMA. So here is the diagrammatic representation. So first consider non-persistent strategy. So this is the diagram, left side diagram. So if you consider the non-persistent, what will happen here? All the stations have the data item. First sends the carrier. If the carrier is busy, then it will wait for random amount of time. Otherwise, the carrier is idle, then simply send the frame. This is the strategy followed in non-persistent CSMA. So coming to the persistent strategy, here in the same way the stations will sense the carrier. If the carrier is busy, then again sense the medium. But in place of non-persistent, it will not continuously sensing the carrier. So if the carrier is busy, then it will wait for some time. After that only again it will sense the carrier. But in case of persistent, it is continuously sensing the carrier until the carrier is idle. So that is the difference between the strategies of persistent and non-persistent CSMA. So here is if the carrier is busy, then it will again sense the carrier, otherwise send the frame with probability P. If we consider the send the frame with probability 1, then the method is called as one persistent CSMA. If the frame is sent with probability p, then we called it as p persistent CSM. So in the next video we will see what is p persistent CSM. Thank you one and all.